Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Wednesday, April the 2nd. I think I got both the day and the date right. All right, so we have broken our pattern. We are not getting any more of these pulses, at least not yet. But we are deep into integration here. You see these lines? These are stitching. This is stitching in or integrating these big pulses of white energy that we've been receiving for the last several days. Since Friday, actually. With integration, that means your body is slowly letting in this new energy, and your body is working hard to raise your frequency to meet this energy because your frequency has to come up. This ain't coming down. So sometimes that can make you physically very tired. It's so cold and rainy. Physically, it can make you very tired. It can make you feel like you need to rest. You can feel like you don't have a lot of motivation. All those things are pretty normal for this integration. Sometimes I have heard several people tell me that when integration strikes, that's when they get the big ideas. But it's different for everybody. For me, I actually slept last night, which was great. I do not remember my dream. But I did wake up with this feeling like I had something I had to do. Like I had been reminded of something I needed to do, and I just couldn't think of it. So I'm not sure what that is, but we'll go with it. Also, on the Italian graph, hello, release. There's a lot of release energy coming in for the last 6 hours. This release energy is in tandem with the integration energy. That's right here. And the reason we are getting this release energy at the same time we are getting the integration energy is because you can't hold on to the old story and integrate the new energy. What are you telling yourself, or what are you holding on to that's keeping you from stepping into the next phase of your life? I've been saying this for a while, but I'm going to repeat it again. You cannot tell yourself a story of failure and expect success. It doesn't work that way. So whatever story you are telling yourself, today's the day to examine that. What am I saying, and how is it affecting the way I see myself? I think for a lot of people, we want to tell the story of how we got where we are so we can justify how we got there. Because a lot of times people it feels like people aren't going to believe us if we didn't go through strife and struggle to get here. But that's not always the case. When you stop struggling, often that's when the greatest clarity comes through. So don't get tangled up in telling your story of how you got here. You don't have to justify that to anybody. With this release energy coming in, I'm going to encourage you to listen to your body today. If you feel like you need to rest, then you need to rest. Don't talk yourself out of it. Eat good food, drink some good, healthy water, clean your body out, and reset yourself for the upcoming days. This weekend feels like it's going to be important energetically, astrologically, and on many different scales. We have a 4-4 portal, which I had forgotten about, that's on Friday, right when this coronal hole, or this big sunspot, not a coronal hole, big sunspot is supposed to rotate around and be facing us. Is it a coincidence? Is it? Huh? Doesn't feel like it. I'm just saying. So today, take it easy. Let your body integrate this and do with it what it needs. Listen to yourself, not to anyone outside of you. And remember, you're going to feel things differently than me. Just because it makes me tired and feel like I need a break doesn't mean it's going to make you tired and feel like you need a break. And just to share with you guys, I am stepping way out of my comfort zone today. It's no secret that most people struggle with some sort of financial insecurity. I am not any different from anybody else, and I have had hustle mindset for pretty much my whole life. I'm working on letting go of that. So today, I'm not going to go live, and I'm not going to worry about it. Even though TikTok is about to be banned, and this is how I pay my bills, I need a day of rest, so I am indulging in a day of rest, so I'm not going to go live. And I encourage you to do something for yourself. Something to help anchor in this new world that's coming forward. For me, I'm trying to anchor in the idea that I don't have to constantly be working hard in order to be successful, monetarily or otherwise. So listen to your body, friend. Listen to your body today. I'm just saying, it's trying to talk to you. Why aren't you listening? All right, here's our cards for today. So a lot of us are feeling this feeling of mental strife, of being stuck and not knowing what to do. And that is a result of having lost our confidence in ourselves as a result of the ineffective team around us. This is not pointing fingers or blaming. This is just the way things are. We've been raised a certain way, and now we're learning a different way. These things are deeply tied to your childhood because they are things that you learned when you were young, so they're not going to be easy to let go. You can't get rid of a teaching you've had for 20 years overnight. It doesn't work that way. But my guides are asking us to speak up, to use that bridge between the inner and outer world to speak the world into the existence we want it to be. So for example, if you love art, do something to bring art into your world. That's how you manifest, by putting action where your thoughts are. This in turn leads us to a state of expansion. But I remind everyone that sometimes you have to blow up the mountains to expand the tracks. And that's not always comfortable. But expansion comes from speaking up and speaking out and building the world you want, laying the track for the new foundation. But this is how we retrain our root. We have so many teachings down in there that are telling us that it has to be a certain way. This is us relearning and unlearning. So it's going to take a minute. So if you're feeling stuck, just remember you are learning to regain your confidence that you lost based on an ineffective dream. And because this comes from childhood, it's going to take a while to undo. But speaking up and out about what you want your world to look like leads to a state of expansion and opens your root up into a state of growth, into a new stable foundation. It's literally pouring rain, so we're going to do this in the garage, okay? But the rain brings flowers, so I'm excited it's raining. All right, we're gonna set our intention for the day and get ready. Are you ready? All right, take a nice big deep breath in. Release. Drop your shoulders and just remind yourself that today is a brand new day. You can literally do anything you want today. Even if it's rainy, what are you gonna do? Something to help you feel most like yourself, I hope. Tell me, friends, what are you doing today? Because today's a great day. It's a great day.